Yes, sir. It was definitely a great feeling. It was a great throw by Jabari. The O line definitely did their part of the deal, and I did the easiest part, and I just had to catch the ball and run the end zone. So it was definitely a great feeling, especially for the first one. And overall, I think that play, everyone did their job and executed perfectly.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
John,
All right, John, can you talk about putting the work in and getting to this point in the season and getting a chance to get those game reps and making your mark?
Yes, sir. It's just a blessing, and it's just a thanks to the coaching staff for believing in me, and along with my teammates for helping me as well. Get more reps and things like that. So just trusting me, and it's just a blessing to be put in this position.
Ken McMillan from the Times Herald Record. The fact that so many players saw action today, 9 different scores, 18 different ball carriers, probably everybody of the 110 who dressed got to play. I know you guys are happy after wins, but what do you think it's going to be like after tonight's game, given how so many people contributed to this?
I think that just adds to the culture of it, and that next man up mentality. The first team definitely went out there and did their part, and then everyone else, they didn't want to let their foot off the gas. You don't want to drop off from your first team to your second team, so we just have a standard overall, whether you're first team, second team, or third team. So you just got to live up to that standard and perform and execute perfectly.
Thank you.
Well, John, what is it like just to get to this point where you have a big moment on Mikey Stadium's field? You went to the prep school and, a year and a half here. What was it like just for the work that it took to get that opportunity today?
It was definitely a surreal feeling for the first one, especially in the home game. And Mikey Stadium always rocking, fans screaming loud, old grass, everybody going crazy. So it was definitely a great feeling. But I couldn't have done it without any of my teammates and, good ball by Jabari, the O-line holding up and things like that. And the work that it took to put in, my teammates definitely pushed me. And the coaching staff just gave me an opportunity to be successful. So.
What is it like to have watched Jabari Laws come back from the injury, rehabilitate, get into games, make plays, and then throw you a 22-yard touchdown pass? What is it like to watch Jabari's progress?
It's definitely a crazy feeling. He's one of the hardest working persons I know. When I went on my official visit, actually, my senior year of high school, he was my host, and I think he was a plebe then. So just we kept that kind of relationship and continued our relationship, and for him to overcome all the obstacles that he's overcome to get to the point now and how he's performing in this senior season is definitely remarkable, and it's an inspiration to the team, to me in general. And he's a great guy, and I wish him nothing but the best.
It's a great story. Thank you. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
John, a quick question. You guys go into halftime with a big lead and the weather hits. When you come outside to play again, most of the stadium's empty. How weird was that?
It was definitely different from the first half, but I think minus the fans, it just actually allowed our players to lock in even more because you take that aspect out of the game. Sometimes you can kind of get a little riled up from the crowd, but minus the crowd, kind of like brought back to last season when the stands were pretty much empty with COVID. So it wasn't nothing we weren't accustomed to, and I think it allowed us to mentally lock in and execute perfectly for the second half.
It was almost like a black gold game.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Hey, John, one more question for you. In addition to your touchdown, I think it was either on Jacoby's touchdown run or Tyre's earlier in the game, you threw a really nice block that opened the hole, got your head across. It was just a textbook block. Ross Tucker was pointing out on the broadcast. What are you more excited about, the block or the catch for the touchdown?
Definitely the block, because I love when my teammates, I took part in their success. And just, when your teammates score and they smile and you get to celebrate with them in the end zone, it definitely that beats more than scoring yourself, So it was definitely a good feeling. Both of them were a good feeling, but I definitely take the block any day.